Vicky, you sent a pretty cool question. And your question was, is AAPC CDI certification different or better than Ahima's version? Ooh, Vicky trying to get me in trouble. Okay, so as many of you who've been watching and following the channel know, I am certified through Ahima and AAPC. So I do more volunteer work through AAPC. I'm a chapter officer through AAPC. But a big part of the reason why I tend to volunteer my time more with AAPC is because Ahima doesn't have a tremendous amount of local grassroots, and AAPC does a great job of having chapters in different parts of New York where we can meet on a consistent basis, etc. But if Ahima did that, I would love to be a part of it because I've actually been certified through Ahima longer. So I went and did some research because the last time that I reviewed Ahima's outline for and the exam that they have is the CDIP, so the Certified Documentation Integrity Practitioner Certification. So I had looked at that program in 2019 when I started embarking on wanting to become certified in clinical documentation. And at that time, I decided not to go with Ahima because they didn't have an adequate program, I felt, to help me prepare for that exam. That is no longer the case. So I went back in to look at their course outline, and I am very pleased to see that Ahima has done two things. They have moved a lot of their tests to online, which to me, that wasn't really a deal breaker because when I took my exam with them years ago, I went to a testing site. It was on a computer. It was proctored. I got my results the same day. I had a great experience testing with them. Where I struggled a bit, and I think I talked about this in earlier videos, was I felt that there wasn't an adequate program to help me prepare for my exam. And I had to create kind of my own program, which if they would have had a program, I think it would have helped tremendously. But they now do, so that is super exciting. I was super excited to see on their website that for these different certification programs, not only are they offering online testing, proctor testing, but they have programs to help you prepare. So that was great. I did see, however, that they do have certain requirements. So for example, in order to do the CDIP, you need to have a 2-year degree or higher, or you need to have a CCS, CCSP, RHIT, or RHIA certification. So Vicky, you want to pay attention to that to see if you fall into that criteria. And what I did like about Ahima was that it was more cost effective. So their certification program and the actual exam was definitely more cost effective than AAPC's. And they cover very similar domains. I looked at the different domains that they cover in the program and on the test, and it is comparable to the CDEO. The only thing I will say is it looks like the Ahima's program combines both inpatient and outpatient under the CDIP certification, whereas with AAPC, they have a separate exam for clinical documentation in an inpatient setting versus clinical documentation in an outpatient setting. So I'm not sure if by them combining it, how they address I'm sure they do a great job. Ahima is one of the leading organizations in the industry. So I don't think that that's a tremendous deal breaker. But I will say, Vicky, that you will, if you are looking for a more cost-effective option, then Ahima is definitely the program that you want to go with.